Hi everybody, welcome back to SB Handmaids. This is Shiba here. So hope you're all doing well and you're enjoying my beginner jewelry making videos. So what you see here is a bead board. So as you can see, the bead board has a lot of marking which has numbers written beside it, and you see a lot of compartments. So let me tell you what are the uses of this. So the compartments, it's self-explanatory. You can put in your beads, your findings, and all that stuff that you require to do your jewelry. You can put it in the compartments. Now you see those numbers marked there. These help you design your necklace. They will tell you how long your necklace is going to be, and the center point is also marked to show you where you have to put your pendant. So there are 3 different lines or grooves there. You can use any of those grooves, or it's useful for a multi-layer jewelry. Now for doing the necklace, the first thing that you need is the jewelry wire. So as a beginner, you need not measure and cut your jewelry wire. Instead, you can just start stringing your necklace, because this is going to be a very simple necklace without any pendant. So directly you can start stringing your beads, because we have already arranged everything as per our design. So once you are satisfied with the arrangement of the beads, you can directly start stringing into the jewelry wire. Because as a beginner, it will be difficult for you to exactly measure how much you would need. So after you string in all the beads, you can adjust your length accordingly, add more beads or remove. So let me string it real quickly for you. So make sure before you start stringing, look at your bead board, look for any mistakes in arranging the beads. Both the sides should be symmetrical. So once everything is perfect, then you start stringing. That is the purpose of using a bead board. So you can easily find out your mistakes before you actually start stringing. So I have not used a different pendant here. Instead, I am using a big crystal in the middle to make it a focal bead. So we are almost done with the stringing. and there you have your necklace. So now you can just keep it around your neck and see the length. If you need to adjust, you can add in more beads, or you can add some seed beads because it's going to be at the back of your neck, so you can add a matching seed bead to the end part. Now we are going to see how to end this necklace, how to finish up this necklace. So take 2 small crimp beads . Then you add a jump ring to it. Now here I am using a transparent clear colored seed beads to make the loop at the end. So instead of these seed beads, you can use French wire, which is also called as Jardosi wires in India, or you can use a wire guardian. So those who don't have a wire guardian with you, you can use these seed beads to protect the wire at the end. So add about 10 to 15 seed beads after your crimp bead. The crimp is the gear lock. In India it's called as gear lock. In the international market it is called as crimp beads. So first you add the crimp bead and then you will add your seed beads. So after you put in all the seed beads, now you will insert back your wire into the crimp bead and to the rest of the beads. Just for safety, you can insert the tail into about 5 or 6 beads of your necklace. Now pull it tight. Make sure the end part doesn't have any loose jewelry wire. After you make sure it's tight, then you will crimp the bead. That's the lock. So there should be no gap in between your clear seed beads that we added in the end. So once you are satisfied with the placement of the beads, now take your crimping plier and crimp your beads there. So now our one end of the necklace is done and our beads are safe on one side now. For extra safety, after you use the crimping plier, just squeeze it a little more with your chain nose pliers. Now the same way we'll finish off the other side also. So after we complete it, we have one more step. We will use a crimp cover to cover up our crimp beads so that the crimp beads are not visible outside. Now this crimp cover has a use. It will just look like a bead around the crimped tube. No one can notice what you have used to finish up your jewelry. So the crimp cover will cover the crimps and give a neat professional finish. So insert the remaining part of your jewelry wire into the beads. And try to use a chain nose plier to pull out the wire from the beads. After you pull it tight, now you can snip off the remaining wire. So if you see any tail part outside, so you can insert it back into any one of the beads. Now we have come to the last part of our necklace making. We will add a clasp to our jewelry. Take a jump ring and add it to the loop that you have created. And close it. Now for the other side, we are going to add a lobster clasp. And your jewelry is ready. Now the earrings that we made in our previous video exactly matches with this necklace. Now let me put this aside for you. Now you can see our jewelry. So both of these earrings would match with the necklace. Hope you like it.